NBA action. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Bledsoe down to Fareed. To Bledsoe. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Had a chance, but it's no good.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilize it a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Fareed to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down just a couple. Knocked loose. Klay Thompson matched up with Harden. And that's rebounded by the Jazz. To Mo Bamba. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Bledsoe. Cleared by Ibaka. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Tobias Harris. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's the Heat with the possession. Fultz to Ibaka. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Fultz into the front court. He'll run the offense. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Powell knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. To the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Fultz with the basketball. Down 11 to Miles Bridges. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Miami with the basketball. Probing the defense. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Substitutions, Miami.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Thomas. And the rebound comes down to Utah. To Harden. From long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Miles Bridges. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he makes them both. It's Harden. Brings the ball up. 4-3. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Thomas into the front court. Trailing by 14. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Tough make through traffic.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Rim rocker for Norman Powell.
The assist from number 0.
That misses with a second to go. We're through one at Vivint Smart Home Arena with the Jazz on top. We'll come back to Salt Lake City after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down big. Serge Ibaka. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Bledsoe. Here's a chance from long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. So it's going to stay with Miami. Knocked loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
For 3, it's no good. Shots not going down. The follow won't go either. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down a dozen. Eric Bledsoe, 4 out of 7.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jetty Osman. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Utah ball. DeMare Carroll with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. To Fareed. Off the assist.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
The drive, right to the basket. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Bledsoe with it up top. They lead it by 14. Deep two there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Eric Bledsoe able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Yes, Klay Thompson, 2 of 4 now.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Thompson to bring it into the front court, trailing by 10. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Bledsoe to Harden. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. He'd have the basketball. Jazz have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken down by Harris. Fultz into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Serge Ibaka slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
It's Harden. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Easy path to the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Get back.
James Harden. And a putback slam. That's it for the first half. The Jazz in command of this one.
And with that, I'm sending it.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Fultz with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway.
Here we go. I got him.
Harden to Fareed. Bledsoe. Not that time. He misses. Jazz pick it up. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's the Heat with the possession. Kenneth Faried tips it. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Fultz into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Section 121 and place your bid.
Markelle Fultz to Thompson. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
To Faried. Bledsoe. That no good. Off the mark. Thompson to Miles Bridges. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Harden. Great defense, forcing the miss. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Klay Thompson here against Harden. Markelle Fultz not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
Harden. Good offense beating good defense. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Number 20, Markelle Fultz.
Watch cutter.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
If you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Heat, number 41, Isaiah Thomas.
To Seth Curry. Beyond the arc for 3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Isaiah Thomas. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Fires the 3. The Heat have the rebound. To Thompson. And Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
Dwayne Dedmon snatching it out of the air. Ooh, 5 now.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Dwayne Dedmon sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The assist from number 21.
Thomas with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Driving right to the basket. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden. No good. That's great defense.
Come on, show me something.
Powell
Like that, baby.
to Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. He's 3 for 7.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And counted at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
James Harden at the controls. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Fires the three. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him. Deep three at the buzzer. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
And throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
I got ball, I got ball. I got something for him.
Nice finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Jumper's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Thomas across the timeline. His guys down big. Isaiah Thomas, now 4 for 9.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Has a chance. Rebound comes to Miami. Fultz, great look and vision. Turns and slams it down. Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Harden. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's James Harden once again. Lets it fly from long range, working hard on the glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Subbing in for the Jazz, number 3.
Markelle Fultz. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Mo Bamba. Pass stolen by Miami.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Danilo Gallinari rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Hayden with a shot, no good. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Miami's got it. Markelle Fultz. Tobias Harris above the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. From long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Thompson gets it in the right corner. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive set.
Stuffs it down with authority. Now the Heat gonna use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Thompson had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Count it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Throws it up. Oh, blocked away. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Klay Thompson hardens on him. Knocked loose. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.